What's up? What's good? What's going on, family? So let's jump in and get a daily increase. Y'all know how this goes. This is going to be for your sun, moon, rising, north node, Venus, as well as that ninth house. Most definitely for your ninth house here on the Manjula Awakening, placements and or transits. Okay, but even with that being said, guys, these are still general messages. So just take what you feel like resonates and bless someone else with the rest, okay? All right, Spirit, can you please show us the energy that is on offer? What Divine Master is here to assist the ninth house collective on this day? What Divine Master? So we have Horus and Bridget. So we have Manifestation Vortex. On the day, like, we had the new moon in Leo yesterday. And now we are seeing Horus, which is a manifestation vortex. So I definitely feel like that this is trying to say that this is definitely the time to create, for sure. This is the time to be mindful of your thoughts as they are creating a beautiful reality for you. So what is it that you're thinking of? Make sure that you're thinking and calling in high vibrational thoughts when you're thinking about what it is that you're wanting from certain situations. On the new moon, if you're speaking of things that you are not going to work, then you're calling that into creation. So if you're calling into creation on a new moon what it is that you want to work and you're only focusing on that, you're increasing the likelihood of that happening. And I don't want to give you, oh my gosh, I was negative yesterday. I don't want you to sit there, because you do have the energy. There is still, it's a small shadow period for a moon, but it's still here. So don't panic and just begin to make the shift, okay? And then we also have Bridget, which speaks about inner fire. It says, let your passions lead you to your purpose. Allow your passions, train your thoughts on your passions, because that is the thing that is going to carry you to your passion, or your purpose, okay? And I also want you to know, I got caught into an ode that it's not ode. I mean, it's used, it's loved, okay? Let's just see how this energy is showing up. What is the energy that Sagittarius is facing at the start when they find this message? What is the energy that they're facing? Where is it that we can break this down and offer them a friendship? Some clarity and guidance, Spirit. Thank you. Oh, that's a whole book, but at the bottom of the deck, all that glitters is in gold. Don't get carried away in what something looks like, or don't get caught up in the glitz and the glams of things. Let's see, Spirit, which is so crazy. Oh my gosh. So I started to come on here looking like a straight granny. We're going to talk about it, Sag. I started to come on here looking like a straight granny. But then I was like, you know what? Let me go push these edges back. You know, I'm a naturalist. All natural. So I was like, but I could at least push these edges back this morning. I could at least harness the girl this morning. So, you know, I took a second to do those things. And so, but I still was like, yeah, but I don't just feel like giving it putting it on. I don't feel like putting it on. So be mindful, just because something isn't put on fully, maybe don't discredit it, or just because it's put on fully, don't don't put on a certain expectation just because it looks a certain way. That's what that is. Don't fake the funk. If you fake the funk, you might miss a blessing. Ooh. They're saying fake it till you make it. Sometimes it takes longer to make it when you're faking it, because the blessing is in the reality and not the fake. Let's see, Spirit, what's the energy that is meeting Sagittarius today? Now we just talking. mending souls and time to go. So it's time to get, like, something needs to be mended in order for you to be able to move forward. Okay, so it's not mending souls, it's mending. But I did say mending souls. Something needs to be mended, and it's time to get to it so that you can get on your path, so that this other person can get on their path. There's a path that needs to be gotten on, so something needs to be mended, okay? In exchanging of the gifts. It's time, yeah, even this is a 9 card, which is about things intensifying, things wrapping up. Things are coming to the end in order for you to start something new. And when things come to an end, things do kind of get intense. This is a 9. This is a 7 card. That's all about your perspective. That's all about doing an evaluation. So there is a need to do some level of evaluation in order for your perspective to be shifted. This is giving off Hanged Man energy. So you're in Hanged Man position. Things are not moving forward in order for some sort of soul mending to happen. Because this soul mending must happen in order for the doorway to see. If I hold this card back here, you don't see this doorway here, but the closer I pull this card, the more and more you see that door. So it's like something needs to be mended in order for you to get going so that you can get through this door. All right, family, so let's jump in and see what's going on with this, because I definitely am feeling Hanged Man energy here. But it's like okay, now Spirit is like, either you're gonna get this mended so that we can move forward to the bigger picture, or you're gonna miss your exit. And I don't want to give my ears are clogging when I just said that too. Or you're gonna miss your exit. And I don't want to give you anxiety with that being said, but I do need you to light some fire under your ass. It's time to get going. It's time to mend something so that you can see the opportunities that are up ahead of you. Whatever is needing to be mended, the lack of mending it is not allowing you to see a door, an opportunity. Let's jump in and see what this is. I do feel like that 9 is significant, so 99 could be significant, but we do have 27, which also breaks down to 9, and then, like I said, we have 45, which is also 9. So 7 and 99. So this could be significant to someone born in July of 99, or this could be someone born in, September of 79, or September of 97. I want to write those dates down because Spirit is saying loud and clear those are dates. All right, Spirit. So let me see. What is the theme of the day here for Sag? What is the challenge of the day for Sag? What is the advice to navigate this challenge for Sag? What's on the other side of today? And then from the bottom of the deck, can you please show me clear and concisely how is Sag showing up at the start of this day? I don't know if I let you know, but the Luminarians is at the bottom of the first Oracle deck, the Divine Masters deck. And it says clairvoyance activation. So definitely make sure that you're listening to your intuition here. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Swords in the reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm taking all of these for the theme of the day. And what that is telling me is I do feel like that the Knight of Pentacles being in the reverse is something has stopped moving. It's like someone is making reckless choices because of a 10 of Swords. But with the Queen of Pentacles sitting in the upright on top of both of these, it's letting me know that the theme of the day is nurturing and self-care, as it's taking a moment. Today's theme is to take a moment to look at past betrayals that you are still holding on to, that are still actively affecting you, and to tell yourself in a comforting manner that the worst is over. I can now begin to move forward. The worst of this situation is over, and this sword is now falling out of my back, and whatever this sword has been stopping me from moving, I can now begin to move forward. The worst is over. I can now begin to move forward. That is the theme of the day. That came through straight, loud, and clear, and that is beautiful. Oh my gosh, because Sagittarius, how you're showing up is coming from the bottom of the deck, and it is the Ace of Cups. You're ready for love. You're ready for love. This is beautiful. There is definitely intuitive messages that are coming in for you. You're ready to pour from a place of love. Let me say it that way. You're now, how you're showing up is you're actively ready to pour from a place of love. But the theme of today is to actively remind yourself that the worst is over and you can allow the swords to fall away. The challenge of the day here is the Hierophant. Old mindsets, because this is your culture, this is your upbringing, and it does look like that. So this is what has been embedded in you. This is, you know how they say child rearing. This is your rearing. This is how you were reared, and it is presenting a challenge. So you do have to be mindful of the way that I keep on wanting to say lineage and heritage, but just your generational teachings have, like, what was taught to you and how are you applying that and how is it working out for you? The advice to navigate the challenge of the day here, Spirit. The Knight of Wands. Baby! Just live and let live. Okay? Just live. And if it don't happen, don't think the worst. Don't think the best. Just, oh shit, well this is what it is. Let's see what this has for us. That's the advice to get through it. The worst is over. And because I know the worst is over, I can be comfortable in accepting what is flowing in. Okay? It says party like a champ. That's the notification that just came through Etsy. Party like a champ. Root them on with the great game day sorority, whatever that word is. What's on the other side here? The Page of Swords, there's communication on the other side of this. I feel like that you're more curious about, like, your curiosity opens up on the other side of this. Look what's anchoring this Six of Cups. Look what's anchoring the Ace of Cups, because this is how Sag is showing up, the Ace of Cups. Look what's anchoring it. The Six of Wands, victory and success. Okay. Why is the Hierophant going to be presenting a challenge today for my lovely Sagittarian 9th House Collective? This could also be just some doors. It could be some sort of institution, okay? Y'all, if y'all still rocking with your girl at 1340N, we would absolutely appreciate that thumbs up down below. It does help push these messages along. I also just want to say that 1340 is 8. We have 7 and 9 on the board. So it's like the missing piece is around. Okay? So the missing piece is around. But in order for you to see the missing piece, you first must be willing to accept and believe and have faith that the worst is over. The Hierophant, Spirit, the Hierophant. The 10th, yeah, yes. Look, and Spirit is like, yes, I'm saying yes. The 10 of Pentacles is right here. I'm saying yes. Because what it is, why the Hierophant is the challenge, is because there is a generational teaching. There is a thought process, meaning that there is something that your mama thought, her grandmama thought, all of that shit thought, and it's like that thought process is affecting you. It's no longer working. This is the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. This upbringing, something that was put in you in your rearage, is causing something to not be able to go the distance. So it's time for that upbringing to be reviewed. That's that mending. There is a generational trauma that has affected the way that your brain works, and you're being gifted an opportunity to mend that energy today, in this day. Big day for you, Sag. You're getting an opportunity to mend that thinking so that this can be done away with, so that you can stop fracturing the longevity of partnerships, jobs, whatever, so that you can stop fracturing the longevity of those things. Spirit then says, tell them, girl. That's right. It's like it's like this fracture is affecting your clarity, the truth, your ability to see something through the long term. So today is about telling yourself that when you get a negative thought, it's about telling yourself that the worst is over. Where does that negative thought stem from? Look at it. Soothe that part of you that learned that when that happens, it's catastrophic. So now that side of you needs to be soothed, so that this side of you can understand that no, it was catastrophic back then. We're now matured enough to handle this from a perspective that doesn't bring a finale. Whew, this is a message for somebody. This a message, and baby, we gonna get this thing today. This one a message. This one of them old school daily increases, and I just got chills. Look. So the advice to get through this challenge here is the Knight of Wands. What's the Knight of Wands for the advice to get through here? Can you please clarify the Knights of Wands? The Emperor in the reverse. In the Star card. There is a need to take action, but I would encourage you to address the rigidness in the action that you're taking, especially considering that what's on the other side is this curiosity, this curious energy. Okay, that's what's on the other side of today. So I do feel like that spirit is vibration as well. Absolutely. So I definitely feel like that spirit is trying to get you to reflect on a rigid mindset that fractures your longevity. So I was just talking to a dear friend of mine last night, I do believe, about how, let me just put it this way, I kind of enjoy I enjoy texting. Okay, I enjoy texting throughout my day. There's this little fresh thing that I'm talking to, and the texting ain't really hitting, okay? And I feel like that because if I was like, let's just say this, not everybody's a texter. Some people just rather talk on the phone. I am not a phone talker. I know how to talk on the phone. I talk to Quanda on the phone all day. But I don't like to talk on the phone with dudes all day. I don't know why. I like talking to them. And I know that, let me just move forward. Here's the thing. I like texting. So if I was to put the responsibility on someone else that doesn't like to text, and I say, yeah, if somebody's not texting me, then it's really, a relationship don't work for me. Well, if I'm not willing to put the first step in on sending that first text, and text is important to me, well, that's not fair. That's unfair. That's unfair expectation of the other person, because they're not a texter, right? All right. So there is a need to take action from a less rigid perspective and to allow yourself to step into this more optimistic perspective. This rigid energy, the Emperor in the reverse, is crusty bastard energy. That's crusty expectations. That's expectations that you have, and you want these expectations to come true no matter, not even trying to take into consideration those around you. That's Emperor in the reverse energy. It's time to heal that. It's time to become a little bit more optimistic. Well, I'm going to take action. I do have expectations, but I can remain optimistic and understanding. And then what's on the other side is the actual communication begins to flow through. Right. Sometimes our thinking, the way that our thinking that has been brought into, that has been put into us for generation after generation, it actually does damper and hold us back from the very thing that we're wanting. So sometimes we do have to think about the way that our mind works, and the way that our mind works and the stories that it tells us. We don't know what other stories are floating out there in the universe. So if we can break down our own story, then we can make room for someone else to be able to break down their own story, because I'm not allowing my suspicions and false storylines, false narratives to cause me to show up in a defensive way that triggers someone else to show up in a defensive way. I'm getting tingles in my fingers, so I really do feel like that this is kind of like a deeper rooted message. But here it is. Page of Swords. This is for what's on the other side. Spirit, can you please clarify? Spirit, can you please clarify the Page of Swords? Guys, I hope that this message is finding you all in good health and in good spirits. I really do. And if it ain't, I hope that you're in good health and in good spirits by the end of this message. Oh my goodness, the Five of Swords is in the reverse for what's on the other side. This is coming to that resolution. This is able to, like, communication. Becoming curious is what's on the other side. Doing the right thing. That's the Page of Swords. It's now clarified by the Five of Swords in the reverse, which is speaking about compromising, waving the right flag, doing the right thing, no longer playing this tit for tat game anymore. So this is communication that comes from a compromising perspective. This is communication. This is doing the right thing that allows for a resolution to flow into place. And it all makes sense because you're meeting the day with wanting to pour from a place of love. The Nine of Cups is in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like that there is some sort of emotional dissatisfaction that needs to be addressed, that you may not really feel comfortable with addressing. You may feel like that because you're emotionally dissatisfied, that it's just best for, like, I really am feeling like that I'm speaking to a Sagittarius, that, or a ninth house person that isn't so keen on how to approach when you're emotionally dissatisfied, because either you come off maybe a little combative or you come off a little too simping, and I ain't getting ready to be simping this early in the game. So something like that, or I've already spoke on this, so I'm not getting ready to keep explaining myself. I understand that, and I'm not here to discredit any of those mentalities. But what I am here to say, that in this reading, it is a mentality that is preventing you from having a proper conversation. It's not to say that the other person can't meet you halfway, but it is to say that a mentality that is had is preventing the conversation from taking place that will help you come to the median. Yeah, there is a lot of disparage in a mentality. All of these are swords. Okay, so this is Five of Swords in the reverse, which is beautiful energy. And then we have the Page of Swords, which is one sword, which is six swords. There is the ability to move this onto calmer waters. But in the deck, what I did see is a whole lot of resistance to it because of, like, have you ever, yes, I know you have had the experience where you rehearsed how you was going to approach a conversation. And then when you got to the conversation, it wasn't as bad. It didn't go as horrible, like you had prepared all of your smart ass comebacks and all of that. And when you actually went to have that conversation, none of it was needed. That's because of the storyline and the narrative at which the narrator in your head is telling it is wrong. It's off. It needs an attitude adjustment. Okay? And that's literally what's happening. And tough love, I guess, is what we're going to have to hashtag this. Because I do feel like that the narrative that you're telling yourself needs an attitude adjustment, whether it be that you feel like you being a simp by expressing something, or you feel like that you gotta, or, you know, like you gotta come at something so defensive. It's off. You can be vulnerable. Like this is, you're in the energy of feeling like you're ready to pour from a place of love. If you want to see that through. Ooh, Lord have mercy. I was just talking to somebody about how important it is for me, for people to be able to carry through, right? But with that, I also know that I also struggle at times with carrying through, especially if it brings me anxiety. But anyways, moving forward, you're in a place of ready to pour from a place of love. But are you in the place of actually carrying through with pouring from a place of love? This is a message. This here is a whole fucking message. You hear me? This is the message that can unbind a lot of us, Sagittarius. Spirit said, just look real quick, Key. Spirit said, just look real quick, Key. This is a message that can help the Sagittarian 9th House Collective unbind. So definitely save this one and watch this one a few times if you made it to 2636. Which is 8 and 9. Oh my goodness. The Ace of Cups, Spirit, can you please clarify the Ace of Cups? Can you please clarify the Ace of Cups? I want you to know that there is still a 3 of Swords from your past, a painful memory that is affecting your follow through to giving and pouring from love, for sure. There's definitely some bitterness, some jealousy, some Queen of Swords in the reverse is no. She ain't no fun female to deal with. You know, fun energy. Sorry, Spirit. I don't want to put no gender on it. That's not fun energy to deal with, okay? So I feel like that even though you're ready to pour from a place of love, let's just say that you and an ex, y'all had a really good text relationship. But as y'all matured in y'all's relationship, text just kind of took the back seat because y'all was more or less on the phone most of the time. When y'all talked, most of it happened on the phone. So you just didn't put so much emphasis on the texting, right? And then when it all said and done, you had an ex this same ex cheated on you. You found out they was cheating on you. And when you went through, you seen that they was texting. So then what you associated through that experience was text is important. We gonna talk, we're gonna text too. And I just want to text, right? So you put an emphasis on texting. So now you get in a new situation and texting ain't happening the way you would like it to happen. But this person has expressed that they're not a texter. So it's like that's triggering that previous experience. That hasn't necessarily, like what it taught you, that previous experience, what it taught you, you've not done the unlearning of that. You've not acquired the gem and unlearn and lay the situation down. See, there are teachings that we learn as survival techniques that as we move forward, those survival techniques just don't work anymore. They come off as red flags, and it causes people to put their defenses up. So if we don't go through that journey of unlearning those survival techniques, then we miss out on blessings in our present moment. So I do want you to know that there is a situation, like even though you're showing up and you're ready to pour from a place of love, there's still a 3 of Swords. I got the 6 of Cups in the reverse, the 3 of Swords in the upright, the 2 of Wands in the reverse, and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So the only thing that came out in the upright is the pain. Everything else is resistant. So there's still a painful memory that is affecting the way that you're making your decisions because it triggers about some sort of jealousy and bitterness inside of you. And so even though if you can address that, then we can move forward and we can restore some sort of balance here. And then you're able to exchange gifts properly. Okay. This is a nice reading. This is a nice reading, Sag. I really do hope that you all receive it. I really do hope that I come up with a good name for this reading so that you guys click on it, because this here is medicine. This here is medicine, my love. At least it feels like it to me. This is, I just seen it, Pathfinders, yeah. Pathfinder. All right, Spirit, what's the clarifying life situation to begin wrapping this message up? Thank you. It says fulfill. So we have fulfillment, fulfill promise. Fulfill promise is what we have. It says stay committed to your path, for each step forward brings you closer to your destined fulfillment. Clear mind. It says sweep away any doubts that you have and know that you are right. Steady progress. Move with deliberate care. As patient and attentiveness guide you. Hold on. Let me start over. Rewind. Steady progress. Move with deliberate care. As patience and attentiveness guide you to thoughtful achievements. All right, baby girl, give us a message. Baby girl, give us a message for the month of August. Y'all don't forget to turn on y'all's notifications, as we will be doing random lives this month where I will be doing free questions. It is in honor of my baby sister, one of our important spirit guides here on the Manjula Awakening, okay? All right, baby girl, what's the message here for this beautiful story? Competition. Competition. It says, I am yours alone. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can trust that you alone are the source for all. Free me from the illusion of scarcity and competition. Let me trust that all needs are always richly met. I am yours alone. And then we have creativity. I honor my passions. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can honor my deepest creative passions and needs. Help me to value the talents you have given, both known and unknown. And this message is literally taking me back to the oracle messages that we received at the beginning with Bridget and Horace, okay? And then at the bottom of the deck, we do have adventure. And that is literally your advice, is to become adventurous about your experiences again. Adventure. I will ride the tide. Change me, divine beloved, into one who rides the tide happily, trusting where I am being led, even when everything doesn't make sense yet. All right, Sagittarius. Oh, I was heard to get an Archangel Michael. All right, Archangel Michael, can you please close this message up, please? Can you please close this message up? Welcome abundance into your life. Prosperity is on its way to you. Have faith that source will heal your financial challenges. And this is a 37 card, which makes that a 10. So we have now seen 7, 8, 9, and 10. 8 was missing. I feel like that 8 is the message here. Like that's the missing keys in order to help us. Like this message is 8 to help us make the progress that we need. Okay. In order to wrap this shit up. 10, what's at the end of this cycle, abundance is flowing to you. That should motivate you enough to let this cycle close up, to mend what needs to be mended and stop the resistance so that you can get to your abundance, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have a 32 card, which is all about 5. So subconsciously, there is a change that must be made. I brought that from the bottom of the deck. Trust the guidance you're receiving. So I definitely feel like we're getting a big ace of fucking swords over this reading. It says, the way forward is open. You're not trapped. Possibilities and opportunities abound. Archangel Michael will guide you to personal and spiritual freedom. At the top of the deck, we have a 1 card. All is in perfect timing. This is it. It's time to take action now. Archangel Michael will be here to help you every step of the way. I absolutely love you, Sagittarian 9th House Collective. If this message offered you any bit of guidance, we would absolutely appreciate that thumbs up down below. If you've made it this far in the reading, don't forget about the coupon codes that we have for the website where you can purchase your personal readings at themanjulaawakening.com. We have Golden 31, which gets you 31% off of your message from Spirit for the entire month of August. We also have Breakthrough 31, good from now until midnight on August the 14th, which will get you, if you purchase a 60-minute Zoom session, you get a free message from Spirit. We are utilizing baby girl's energy all month long. We are celebrating her in those messages from Spirit. So I am pushing the message from Spirit. So if you have been looking for a message from Spirit, an in-depth message from Spirit, definitely head over to the website and check out Breakthrough 31. Which is not 60 minutes. It's a 40-minute Zoom session for $60. And then you get a free message from Spirit. Or you got the Golden 31, and that gets you 31% off of your message from Spirit purchase. Love you.